All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I gotta flip you guys over. Before I do anything, I need to go ahead and, oh, I'm not signed into my GitHub. Weird. Okay. Before I do this, let me double check, make sure everything is looking good. I bet this is a scam text. Yep. Seems to be the case. All right. Oh yeah, all the sprites seem to be lining up well. Oh, I gotta fix that. And the sprites are lining up here. Okay. So before we PR this, let's actually figure out what's going on right here. I need to stock on this bad boy so I can equip it. Oh, it's still missing a handguard. Okay, so in the inventory screen, but I don't have that open. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there's this guy. All we really need to do, I think, is in this equipped weapon. All right. I think it's really just that doesn't need to be here. Gotta cut out some of this white space. Save that. That should fix the that should fix that. It's not centering anymore, which is not ideal. I wonder if screen base. Inventory UI button. No, that should I shouldn't need to mess with it in here because it's using the same. That's why your offset just a smidge. Why? Okay, yeah, that stuff I'm expecting. I go in here and I go to the base, it is centered. But in here it's not. Okay. It's also way too hot in here today. I don't understand. All right, I need to look at that later. Why is this not? There we go. Okay. Oh wait, okay, yeah. So we just need why, but so it's the button that's doing it. But why over here? That should be. What's the label for? That's probably for... Yeah, that's for the quantity. Okay. I don't actually understand why it's all jacked up like that. Yeah, why is okay? Because it's not jacked up. Okay. If player dot left weapon dot item with weapon dot create weapon sprite, and we're passing in the item. Yeah, they're both. Everything's calling the same method, so why? I don't get why it's shifted. I don't know. I don't. That's something I'm gonna concern myself with right now. Well, I kinda, because I want to close this. I want to close this branch out. This is related to it. Let's go in here. Oh, I shouldn't need to do that, but it's because I'm scaling it. I've always hated UI work. Is because it's scaled. Size is 100 by 100 versus the actual inventory button itself. That's why it's doing it. Okay, so if I just move that, how much is that gonna screw with like everything else? That makes it way too wide to fit in here. So I need to drop the padding down, probably. Go back in the inventory. Container. Where's the padding? That's gonna get rid of the Alright, I don't know how to do this. Oh, is it margins? Oh. Oh, it is right here. So the scroll container is 518, 518. So I want to have 18 divided by 6. There we go. I don't like that they're crunched up into the corner like that, but All right, well that kind of fills it a bit better, I guess. Now what sucks is I need to both bake these bigger and smaller. And this guy's off by. Seriously, is that that's off again? Oh yeah, and I gotta move that over too, because that's fine. So now the inventory script for the equipped weapon. How do I set that up? Inventory. So if we got a weapon, the weapon spray is that. Handguard sprite. See, oh, there's another one where I'm forgetting to. I did that a lot because of copy pasting all this code. There we go. Okay, so I need to make I need to make these base sprites way bigger, and then if it's a gun, I think I'm gonna rotate it and put it upwards and see how those fit. So let's go into the script. If it's a base sprite.scale equals vector2.1 base sprite.rotation equals 45. You need to go negative 45. It almost fits. What I'm concerned about is attachments on the... I think this part I don't actually worry about for the time being. Because that's also going to require a bunch of fiddling that I don't really want to do on stream. I think I want to make this, I'm going to scale these up bigger though, and then scale the gun down. No, we're just going to leave it. We'll leave it as is for the time being. I don't know how I want to deal with this because the buttons are way too big for these things, but they're too small for the guns. But at the same time, I want the pixel sizes to be the same. The other thought is I could literally make that gets into creating a completely different, because if I make this a double wide and it ends up right here, it's gonna poke out too far. We'll figure it out. I need to drop the gun of the dude. I gotta move the guy up. Call it 3. Maybe 2.5. The gun might be sitting too low on him now. Well, that's about right. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna close this down, and I'm gonna Now we need to draw a weapon, a mod bench for the weapon. All right, so now oh, did I just kill my... Oh, okay, no. I thought I killed my mic for a second. Oh, you're not plugged in anymore. No, it was my hard drive. Man, it's a quiet day. I really liked my random Thursday stream I did last week. It seemed like a good time. It's had a lot of people in here. That's not what I wanted. Atlas. Nope. Oh no, that's, I just opened that one. What did I use? Bunker Atlas PNG. That's what I opened. You know why? Because I probably don't have it in here. Core. This. There we go. steal this guy. Alright, and then what I kind of want to do is I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna raise it up a bit. This is where I think my art is really starting to screw me. Because I'm not able to draw stuff that I want to draw without the scale like blown. I might have to make like literally make this my character bigger. It's like that screwdriver just looks way too big. Looking at these other I don't know, maybe like it's fine because like everything else in my game is like oversized. All right, let's shrink this back down to its proper size. Interactables, weapon mod bench. Okay, so what we do here is we why do I feel like it's gonna be tiny? Why is it so tiny? Okay, but why are you so tiny now? Oh, you know what? Probably. That's why. Okay, so now we want to make the collision box honestly be more We'll stop right there. So it should be honestly the bottom of the bench. Okay. I'm gonna swap my music over. Let's do some RuneScape. About right there. I'll drop it like 3 pixels. That's perfect. Okay. So we need a place to put this, which originally was going to be in here. Oh, that's that one's easy. There we go. Barrels, magazines, handguards, grips, stocks. So handguards and stocks are not working. Again. I like that. Okay, okay. Yep, that's why. The handguard and stocks are not going over. Okay, so that's not... I could have swore that worked, but... Attach attachment. Oh, sort attachments. Alright. Sort it in there. Match type. Okay, I think I'm now in a comfortable position to just to call this, because now I have an actual somewhat of a sprite that I can put in. All right. Cats are fighting. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. There we go. It wasn't in focus. Okay, so I think, yeah. I'll do that now. In all scenes, we're gonna go ahead and PR this, because I think all this was for the bench. Technically we have, oh hey, door indicator. Go ahead and do that. Merge this in. Go ahead and fetch main again, and then pull that. All right, we're gonna do some fun stuff today. We're gonna do some UI work. Now that I got those last couple things I needed taken care of. Let's see. So I want. How long do I want? I don't even know how long I want this to be. So let's. see how obnoxiously long 64 is going to be, and if it's too long, we'll start knocking it down from there. 7, 8, so with that, we're going to kind of go 2, 3, 4. Then I want that. Yeah, my schedule is looking like it's gonna be how can I not, there we go. What it looks like my schedule is gonna be for the time being is I'm dropping Fridays because I can never stream consistently on Fridays. Because I usually go and get lunch with my wife. And when she's able to get lunch those days, it's just pretty inconsistent. So I'm just dropping Fridays, period. And then I'm gonna be doing Tuesdays and Wednesdays every week. And then Monday, so basically every other week I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then like the following week is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it'll be back to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm doing this, I have to do this weird like alternating schedule now because Thursday is normally my night that I go play Warhammer and stuff, so I'm just not around to stream. I'm now splitting my Warhammer night with getting into another game that I've been playing that does Mondays, so I'm kind of going to be alternating between the two. So yeah, it's gonna be, my schedule's gonna get really like wonky, and I don't really know how to fully like show what my schedule's gonna be. But we'll figure it out. Health, background, do that, and then watching 3 streams at the same time. Jesus. Well, it's like Chris is... Oh yeah, he's playing that weird Shapes game. Alright, so let's do the line tool. We just need to... I don't, that game I can't get into. I don't know what it is. And this is going to be the health bar. All right, let's see how bad this looks in engine. Talking about the Baby Driver being the best music for stuff. I have no idea what you're even talking about. Do I want to know? Zip display, cool. I think I'm just gonna move you guys out of the way. And I think what I do is an H box here. then I think, oh, actually I probably want texture progress bar. I haven't used this, so see what we got here. Textures. The under probably is going to be this. Oh, that is so tiny. And then the progress is probably going to be that. Okay, cool. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Now let's see how tiny this is. Oh, that is so tiny. Can't do it. Okay, how do I... Honestly, I think I'm fine with this just stretching across this. Let's just stretch that across for the time being. I don't even know if those settings are changing. Yeah, it's giving me a super tiny. Also, I'm gonna move that player spawn right there. Okay, so how do I make this bigger? Because that didn't work. Transform, and I can't. This node is a child of a container. You know, let's just pull it out of the container for now. Because now I can... Oh, that's a little big. And you're like... Okay. That might still be big. This smidge too big. Also, I think what I want to do though before we really get into things, bar. Okay, so what I can do then is a health bar dot progress. No, not tint progress. Texture progress, I'm assuming, equals parent dot. I gotta rewrite this. But I have a get health in there? Okay, wait, what is this thing looking for? Oh, it's value. get health divided by parent dot health component dot max health. So now if I go to the player and make you not military anymore, so the dudes actually fight me. Oh yeah. Oh, I know why. I forgot to set the export. Every time. So I go back into the HUD, go here, grab you, put you there. Now we're good. No. So where did it go? This thing right here is the faction. So when I had set it to the military faction, the only NPCs I have in my other level right now are also a part of the military faction. So when they see me, they don't attack me because we're in the same faction. I had to set my player back to be the player, so that way they would quit ignoring me. Now since I'm on the player faction, they will shoot at me. Whenever I need to mess with stuff and not have to deal with them shooting at me, I just set the player to the military faction and then they just ignore me. Okay, I'm concerned because one, it's at 0. Okay, so that, yeah, basically, I mean, at some point there's gonna be an actual reputation system in the game, to where I could have the reputation up with the military high enough that they won't attack me just because my rep is with them good. So that's what the point of those factions are. But there's no faction system right now. The only thing that the faction does is just prevent NPCs from fighting the same faction as themselves. So that's how I could. So basically, if I didn't put at least if I didn't put like the base level stuff of the faction in, I wasn't ever able to have like a group of NPCs walking around without killing each other. Okay, so health component. Clearly, get health is not doing what I think it does. Get health, return health. That should give me what? Why? Okay, hold on. Because I'm math incorrect. If I take my current health divided by my max health, that should give me a percentage. And oh, you know what? This isn't a percentage. It's a value. So I actually need to do this and multiply it by 100 to turn the percentage to a value that's from 0 to 100. That's why it wasn't. Now my health bar is full. So now when they shoot me, that didn't. I need more health to see what's happening. Where are you? Where are you? Where health component? Give myself like, let's do 1,000 health so I can act. Well, I'm running around with no armor on also, which is not helping the matter because I'm just getting, since I don't have armor on, I'm just getting absolutely ripped apart. Jeez, he's still even with 1,000 health. When I don't wear armor, you just die. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, it actually spawned the extraction nearby. Look. I just realized what I'm doing. I can literally just go off of my health value and be fine. I don't need to do this percentage thing. Oh jeez. Oh, quit lagging. There we go. Well, it's so my player has 100 health, right? Or I guess it's not gonna work. Jesus, why are you freaking out? It won't work with 1,000 for the time being, but like, so I have 100 health, right? The heads-up display, its current max value is 100. I can literally just do that because the numbers are lining up 1-to-1. See if I can get shot like. See, there we go. It's hard to tell if I get shot again. It's not having armor is such a big deal in this game. I don't think I have armor dropping in that box. Hang on. Yeah, I don't have armor dropping in there. So like if I grab this thing, which isn't gonna work. Do that one. If I go into here, come on. Grab you, drop this in here. Even just having crappy armor is gonna make this guy live so much more. I just need it to spawn. There we go. I don't have a sprite for this one. Whatever. The sprite's not important. Like, see how much less armor or less damage I took just putting on even, I think this is like class 1 armor, which is like the weakest armor in the game. Like, yeah, so what did I put on here? The Green Army BDUs. Yeah, so these things are class 1 armor. That's the lowest you could have, and even that still makes a dramatic difference between that and not having armor. Because if I go to the player, I go to the health component, or no, not the health component. The armor component. If I check this script, actually, I don't even want to begin to explain what's going on in here to calculate damage. But yeah, I mean, basically, if your armor class is 0, you're getting like full penetration. Yeah, see, if the armor penetration is a bit greater than the armor class, there's literally just a check in here. If you're just flat not wearing armor, your penetration chance is 1. And then yeah, and then down here, it's a random number between 0 and 1, and if it's less than or equal to penetration chance, your penetration chance is 1 at this point if you're not wearing armor, so it's a guaranteed penetration. And if you're not wearing armor, the bullet's doing 1.5 times the damage. So yeah, in this game, not wearing armor is a very, very bad idea. Granted, I'm also, the gun that I've been messing around with too also isn't exactly like, it's not an early game weapon either. Well, so yeah, basically it's because what's happening is it's guaranteed to penetrate because it's flesh. It's not like metal or plates or anything like that. And then, yeah, since there's nothing to, I wanted to have some sort of penalty for not wearing armor. But like I said, the gun that I'm using right now isn't exactly like an early game gun either. Like it definitely has got some penetrate, has some damage behind it. So like the actual guns you're going to be going against at a stage where you probably don't have armor or like readily available armor, they're not gonna like chunk you for like 60 damage. It's gonna be like probably 20 max. Yeah, but then I have to write code for that. I'm actually surprised neither of these. Okay. I'm gonna copy this path. Do that. I don't know. Save that off. Now we should have oh, I see what I'm messing up now. Okay, hold on. Because the icon is the actual icon that's in the inventory. This is supposed to be dev armor. The BDUs, though, I don't understand why that wasn't loading that. That should be fine. Oh, you know what? I bet you the one in my inventory is broken. That's probably why. Open. Oh, I didn't want to quit. I just wanted to reset. Weird that it's... Sprite. Character sprite, load character data. Armor.character sprite, which is what is armor here? Armor is armor. It like lost them. Okay, weird. Military BDU. No, that is there. Save. Green Army BDUs. Or actually, you know what? What's the one that's in my inventory? It might be these. Because I got Green Army BDUs and I have military BDUs. Because I haven't actually done anything with the army yet. The Green Army BDUs. That's why it was invisible. Yeah, now, like, if I take this and I set this up to like 6 and I go to that guy, like, he's gonna do like no damage to me. I actually wonder how quickly this gun can kill it. Okay, so it's still a pretty good gun. It can choose. I guess I don't know what the durability of this thing is trash. That's also an issue. I can fix that. Because since the durability is also a factor of how well it penetrates, so that thing was trash and couldn't save anything to save its life. If I go into the inventory and I set this thing to 100. Well, it's that the problem is the armor was trashed. It literally, you might as well have not been wearing, with how low the durability was, you might as well not even been wearing armor. The likelihood of penetration is so high. And the gun still does a lot of damage. That's the thing. If you penetrate the armor, you're going to do a lot of damage. The idea is you want the armor is what's eating most of the damage. Now that I have a set of armor here that's actually got like full durability and is a high armor class, and this is also not knowing what the AP of these guns. I could also have the AP of the gun set stupid high for testing. Yeah, like it definitely, they can still get through, but like you can definitely take more damage. But the problem is as every time you get hit, you're taking hits to your durability. So every time you get hit, you're going to be more and more likely to get hit. The game is supposed to be like brutal. You're not supposed to just run in guns a-blazing into a camp with like 15 dudes. Like, you're gonna have to be careful about what you're doing. But like, if I open up this gun that I'm using right now, yes, the more damage your armor takes, the easier it is for ammo to penetrate. So this gun that I'm shooting right now, it does 20 damage base. So without any modifiers, it only takes 5 hits from this gun to kill you. And it's currently shooting 7.62 by 39s. So 7.62 by 39. Let's open up this guy. So, okay, so if I'm shooting this hollow point ammo right now, it's got an AP of 16. So that's like nothing compared to like to armor class 6, because it's basically, it's your armor class times 10 compared to the AP value. But then the hollow point also has a damage modifier of 20%. So like basically whatever damage that the gun is doing base, this bullet is doing an extra 20% on top of that. But then if I do like this guy, this ammo has a significantly higher armor pen value, so it's way more likely to pierce armor, but its damage modifier is -10. So it's actually going to do less damage. The gun will do less damage but you're going to be more likely to hit through. So there's let's see, there's another one. This guy, this is just the base ammo. It's got AP value 30. So actually they're shooting pretty solid but there's no damage modifier to it. And then the subsonic, I haven't really... The subsonic basically does a whole different thing. It's going to be... The AP on subsonic is super low. The damage modifier on it is negative. But I haven't implemented any of these stats yet. But it's basically having, like... It shoots slower, essentially. So it's going to be quieter. So you'll be less likely to get detected when you fire the gun. But I haven't put any of those mechanics in yet. But yeah, it's the more you take, if you're taking a lot of damage, it's you gotta be careful. But however, I have another if I pull up an armor again, so you'll see in here, I have a I have this parameter called fragility that apparently I haven't put any documentation on what it is. This will determine how much so let me go back down to the armor component. So you'll see what happens so there's a whole formula here that determines what kind of durability that the armor is taking. And even if you don't penetrate, so basically if you penetrate, you're doing much more damage than if you don't penetrate to the armor. So like you can get hit a few times and it's not going to do a ton, but once it gets through, it's going to do even more damage to it. But I haven't... Oh, right here, armor fragility. There's a modifier in here that makes armor more or less likely to lose durability. So like there's some like high level armors I have in the game that are like really, really good, and they're going to be incredibly difficult to penetrate. But they can only take so many shots before they're useless, so it'll be a balancing act. But yeah, so if I go into these guys and I take the fragility and I crank this up to like 1,000. Now I don't remember if it's a positive number or a negative number that makes it good. I think a positive is better. So yeah, now that I have the fragility of this thing cranked up to like 1,000, like dude had to unload basically an entire magazine before he started like ripping through. And I also don't even know what that dude's shooting. Let me see exactly what. All right, so ammo pattern, no. 762 by 39 PS. Okay. So they're shooting this ammo. Which, yeah, this stuff has... The ammo they're shooting has an AP value of 30. So it's got a... yeah, the armor class is twice as high, but, like, 30 is still pretty... That's pretty good ammo to be thrown at me. If I were to swap this to, say... like, if I put this in there... and they're shooting the subsonic at me, it's going to do, like, nothing. The funny thing is, I don't think the NPCs have to reload yet. I think currently where they stand, I think they can just unload on you. So I gotta make some changes in there, but... Oh, no one spawned. It's funny. Yeah, I want to see what this. Yeah. Essentially, they got infinite ammo. But yeah, so you can see like at the very beginning there, I was like eating shot after shot after shot, but then it very quickly, like that health bar kind of slows, and then shoots down. I genuinely, I don't even have to check. I know that they don't reload. Where is it? I wonder if it's in there. Oh, no, they do have to reload. Weird. I didn't know they had to reload. Okay, hold on. So if I come in here and I say he's got like 3 bullets, I think reloading isn't working correctly for them, where I think they're able to just like zip through the reload like super quick that you don't even notice the reload is a problem. But yeah, apparently they do reload. Yeah, I bet you I could even I go into the engaged. That's not the problem. There's because that is in place. There is a reload time. It's just for whatever reason, and I haven't looked into it yet. Like, as the player, when I'm reloading, I cannot do anything. Like, I have to wait for the reload to done before it shoots. For some reason, the NPCs like are able to snap through that super quickly, and I haven't been able to figure out why. But like that does like exist because there's a whole in fact, if I even pull up the gun again, there's a whole stat on the weapon itself called ergonomics that is solely about like, or not solely about this, but one of the big things that ergonomics covers is how quickly you can reload the gun. The problem is that the NPCs are just ignoring it, and I don't know why. Because yeah, like I'm gonna up my health to like 1 billion so they can't. Oh, you know what's... I haven't been changing... Oh, wait, no. I am setting the max health. But why is it not... So why does my health say I'm only 100 when I load in? There it goes. Okay. But yeah, if I drag this guy over here. I have all of that. I don't think they actually did reload. Yeah, if I scroll up here. Oh no, I was doing damage to him. You'll see if I come up here. So the first time he shot me, he had a negative chance to like penetrate. But I took like a 5-point hit to durability, and that 5-point hit durability alone upped it to a 3% chance to penetrate, which then knocked me down to 89, which upped it to a 9%. Didn't penetrate, knocked me down to an 84 my durability, which gave him a 15% chance. So you can kind of see how every time you shoot, like that percentage is going up and up and up and up, to where even once he gets me down to 69% durability, he's got a 35% chance of penetration. So it does add up. Obviously I need to balance these numbers. These are far from, like, these are literally numbers that I've just thrown in. I have not balanced things at all. But like you can get down here to where he got my durability down to 1 and had a 4.5 times. He was like, because it was 4.5. So basically once he got me down to about, yeah, it looks like when he got me down to about 33% on durability, he was guaranteed to penetrate. And then just because how the math works out, like, yeah, he had a 250% chance of penetrating, a 450% chance of penetrating. Yeah, I never did actually reload. Not something I'm going to handle it right now because it's not what I'm working on, but now, okay, so now what I want is a also I realize I need a we can do that later. So 16 by 16. I need a thing that shows my water. My foot fell asleep. Oh, that's 2. I don't actually know if I want. Just added a 4-liner that could be a huge mistake. What did you do? Actually, what I want this to be too is so I'm gonna modulate this. It's recursive, and basically if an entity has, let's say, a billion body parts linked like a tree to one another, and the part you want to add next already exists at the bottom of the last branches in the system goes from the top branch and gotta love linked lists. Man, I haven't had to deal with a linked list in a long time. Like linked lists and binary trees and like, oh god, like even like sort. I think if you asked me to sort a binary tree right now, I don't even know if I'd necessarily be able to write it out from memory. Like if I looked up the code, I'd be like, oh yeah, I totally understand this. But man, I haven't had to do that in so long. I think it's, yeah. It's like, I think the last time I had to mess with anything even remotely like that deep was an interview I had with Google. Oops. Yes, I did get an interview with Google once, and it was the most terrifying thing ever. I don't even think. No, so what Google had me do too, like, and I, you know, because Google, like, preparing for a Google interview is such a completely different beast, because all of the stuff that you ever have to do in coding exam or like coding tests and stuff for job applications, so much of it is stupid and pointless, and they ask you all these dumb like I hate leet code. It's not practical, and nobody in the real world like codes like that at all, with a couple exceptions, because most of the time it doesn't matter. But a company like Google, it does matter, because suddenly you're dealing with a global scale with billions upon queries and stuff like that. So suddenly, like, efficiency like does matter for them. But so like I actually had to go back and like learn how to do these relearn how to solve these problems and stuff. And I got into the interview, and they asked me a type of question that I didn't even know existed. Because like I was prepared for I was like binary search trees and oh god, what are some of the other big ones that the only one I can think of is binary search trees. But they asked me a problem that was a sliding window problem that had to do with like moving around. Oh god, if I remember right, it was like basically you had like a 2D array of like X and Y size, and then you had a window of like say 2x2, and you needed to move that like 2x2 section around the like 2D array, trying to find a chunk of the array that like added up to something or something. I don't remember. This was like 2 years ago that I had the interview, and it was one of it like it was one of those ones that I just completely blanked on those like even existing, and like in the interview itself I just couldn't do it. All right, I think I'm just gonna leave. Okay, so file export as, we want to put this here. So we're gonna call this thirst. Well, thirst bar for the. See, all the stuff that you're doing right now is the reason why I don't even bother with my own engine. It's just not. I just don't want to do it. It's all stuff I know how to do, and I just don't want to do it. Okay, so it's like what I tell people all the time. Like, if you really want to get into industry for game dev, you really want to know C++, right? Because C++ is king in industry. And people are like, oh, well, then why don't you do C++? I'm like, because I know C++. So I don't need to learn C++ because I know C++, but I don't want to do C++. Okay, so I scaled this up by like, what, 8? So I'm going to bet you this needs to be scaled up by 8 as well. I can fuck with that. Okay, so then save that off, go into the script. Now we need to get a reference to the water bar. Which isn't even a bar. And then I need a couple consts. Const. Thirst. Full. Color. Equals. Oh wait, it's gonna be color dot. Need a good blue. That looks like a good blue. Const. Oh, these ones actually should be full caps. What do I want to call this? Because I need one that's for like 50% and then one that's like 25%. Let's call it medium and low. More like a yellowy orange. What's this one called? Goldenrod seems pretty good. Const. Low. Oops, there's too many spaces in there. And we'll just do, I don't know if I want like red. Let me see if there's any less offensive reds in here. Fire brick seems solid. Orange red, that's too offensive. Red is too offensive. Might do that. Might do fire brick. And then if parent dot thirst is less than equal to 50, the thirst bar dot modulate is going to equal to medium. And then if parent dot thirst is less than or equal to 35, thirst bar dot modulate unless or is going to be equal to low. So then I think it's in my health component that handles hunger. Actually, no, that might still exist in the player. That still exists in the player. We'll do this. We'll call this 10. Let's see if the... Oh, wait. Well, we never modulated to full. Which actually we need to do... I don't like this, but this is just how we're gonna do it. Modulate equals thirstful. Okay, what are you caught up on? Develop set, modulate, and base node with value type set color. First bar has modulate though, or is it? Am I remembering what this thing is called wrong? No. Wait. Did it again. Okay, so let's... I don't remember how long or how quickly my thirst like drains. Apparently incredibly slow. Oh wait, no, it doesn't drain in the hideout. That's why. I gotta be out in a level for food and water to the drain. I don't know if I have it draining fast enough though. Yeah, I need to up that timer just a smidge. But one. But then the timer. Is going to go down every 0.5. It's not going down slow or fast enough. First timer dot start. Oh, it's indicator. Did I actually show you like this completely like working? I can't remember if you were here when I finished the workbench or not. Okay, yeah, I'll show you there in a second when I check. There it goes. It turns yellow. Ew, I don't know if I like that yellow now. Okay. Well, so what? It's actually super cool. So, yeah, you go up to this workbench, and then I've got like this guy. So first off, you'll notice in the inventory, it'll tell you if it's. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it. You can see like this gun specifically is missing a handguard, so I can't like equip it. And the same thing with this one down here. It's missing a bunch of stuff, so I can't equip it. But this guy is good to go. And if I go over here, I can click this gun. And I can just remove parts off of it. Oops, I gotta click that button to remove. Yeah, I can literally just go through, remove all the parts, and when I come out of here, you'll see that I have a gun in my inventory that's missing everything. And then if I come back in here, guy that has nothing, if I just put like a stock and a handguard on it, come in here, you'll see there it is with just a stock and a handguard. And some of the weapons like have different parts that are required or not. So like this guy, for example, literally all I need to do is put a handguard on it and I can equip it because this gun doesn't need a stock, but you can put a stock on it if you want. The only thing there is right now is I can't modify a gun that's actually like equipped to the person. So you gotta like take it off and then come in here, but I'll figure that out. Yeah, I now suddenly do not like this goldenrod that we were using. I might have to make it like make this a color picker because I don't want straight yellow. Straight yellow is bad. I'll try that gold. Okay, so that I'm better with that. So now. And I got some references up here, so I'm gonna get rid of this guy because I'm not actually gonna do what I thought I was gonna do here. Just stretch this guy out a bit so I got some room to work with. I hope this isn't too big. Okay, I need to shrink this down just a smidge. I could just make the water that big too. And just not scale it up quite as large. Except I have to scale it up that large because I need the pixels to match on the... I need the pixels all to be the same size. Alright, I need to condense the chicken leg down to the same size. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one higher. One higher shouldn't be terrible. That's fine. Okay, so then... What am I doing? Okay, cool. I'll export as give me the hunger bar. Export that out. And now we do the same thing where I'm going to come up here. I'm going to duplicate this guy, bring it over. But you are now going to be then back in the script. Your full's gonna have a different color, but the other two can match. Color equals. I need like a green. That's not a good green. That might be good. And then the same thing. I'm just literally just going to copy all this. Replace this with hunger. And then that, grab this guy. I've not been consistent with my naming or even my usage of like I've tried to enforce like private variables and stuff, and I just haven't been doing it. And I break my rules a lot. It's like I should do that, and then I should have a get hunger and get thirst. But it's fine. So now if I go back over to the player, or if I go to the hunger timer and I make you like 0.1. I forgot to sign the export again. I gotta rename these things too at some point, but okay. I also forgot to add the outlines to these. since I decided to go this route, I can modulate just fine, and then the black won't be affected. Okay, so now, let's go back in here. And then am going to get an H box now. Grab you three, drop you all in there. Scale. Why does the progress bar scale? Oh, that's... Resizing. Left to right. What's 9 patch strength? Don't know. I don't need a tint. That's not... Where did it go? So I'm gonna reset you guys, put me over here. want you guys to all play nice inside this box. Not shrink to super tiny. Oh, that's that anchor. Okay. The hell is going on? The fuck is he watching? Okay, why are these not just like organizing correctly? So why is my... Okay, so that explains why this is all wonky. And health bar. I gotta make sure I leave a gap for the... So that's why it's being all weird in Godot. So there we go. One second. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I don't like it. Why are you like... Why are you like half a pixel off on the vertical? Why are you guys like half a pixel off? That doesn't... Oh, because you have a... Gotcha. I get class. Why can't I put? Okay, hold on. I wonder if I do. Hold on. Oh, I already had one. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Okay, so we just need this health bar now to be direction. I forget what like any of these settings do. How tiny is that? Oh, it's so tiny. Yeah, I'm tell them I'm still streaming. Cool. Oh wait, I completely forgot that I made a bunch of changes to the script. So you are actually a, what are you? Texture? Yeah, texture rect. I don't have to do these, so grab you. This should all still work. That's way too big. I need to figure out how to center that bar. And honestly, I might move the hunger and water underneath, but
Hey, Chris, how's
just
it
rated
going?
with 16 viewers.
16 viewer. Oh wait, did you retain people from when you got rated? I was like, that number sounds high. No, it's not shade. I was just saying that number is like higher than normal. If it was shade, I would have pointed out the fact that he had 30 at one point and it was only down to 16. Yeah, no, I have not hit 16 yet. I love you, Chris. Does Captain Crunch have to do with that weird ass video you were watching? Is it that video? Because that video was weird. All right. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of viewer rate. My numbers are usually a lot lower, and it's sad. Though Thursday was actually like a really good day for me. I think Thursday was such a good day for me because Thursday's not a day that you stream, and since we have such a large overlap of viewers, I think it definitely helped out. Okay, so how do I custom minimum size? I'm doing annoying UI stuff, so that's always fun. I'm trying to figure out how to get this bar to like center in its box, and it doesn't want to. That's not going to do what I want. I mean, this will not work apparently. I don't know what that does. Page. Oh. Okay, none of this stuff is what I want. I want it to just be in the middle so it lines up with the other two. Is this box like scaled in any way? Oh, okay. That's what's confusing me then. So if I drop this in here, everything's all fine. Yeah, you guys float in the middle. Why aren't you floating in the middle? Oh. That's what I wanted. Okay. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. So I can take this box, shrink this bad boy down. There we go. You're probably way too tiny for the time being. Yeah. So we just scale you up by like 5, I think was a good number. Okay, so it's not anchoring. That's fine. Top left. Wait, it is anchoring. Why is it that when I run, it's not staying in place? If I bring this over here and I drag this window out, see how it doesn't adapt to the window size. I thought that's exactly what those things were supposed to do. Also, I can probably just get rid of these now. Save that off. I go into the script. Don't need these guys. Don't need those anymore. Yeah, not full screening correctly is what's bugging me. Oh, Chris, I don't know if you saw this yet, but the weapon crafting is now working. I can now take bits and bobs off of guns and reattach them and detach them and change them around. And when they're not fully equipped, it lets you know in the inventory that it's missing important components. All that fun stuff. I'm not gonna mess with the. I wonder, am I getting a black? Because I noticed the black box right here. Am I just getting that when I go? Okay, I am. So it is scaling correctly. So if I stretch this way out. Okay, yeah, so I'm just getting black bars on the side. That's because I think I have the game running at like 1920 by 1080 and my monitors are like 1440, so it doesn't fit perfectly. But yeah, I mean, basically what you've seen, today on stream, I wrapped up a few things with that weapon crafting thing. And I've really just been, I did a little bit of art trying to drawing those icons and cleaning up the UI so it actually is a UI instead of just numbers on screen. So yeah, things are moving along. The screen's starting to look a bit prettier. I have not actually. I started messing with the zombie thing for you, but it was gonna require a tiny bit more work than I anticipated to do. Because apparently, dead is not a state for zombies. Apparently, for me, I thought I made a death state for them, and I didn't. So basically, what they are doing is. When I die, I just set a bool that is dead, and in the process function, they just it just returns out. I could probably I gotta find a creative way to do it, but I can definitely do it. I just have to. I think it's because the problem is I have to find an elegant way to trigger the state machine. Because I'm not actually the only way, like, there's no like external ways that states can move from state to state to state. The states themselves have to move from state to state to state, and I gotta see if it can handle, if it'll be able to handle like waking up and being able to just get itself into the correct state again. Because I don't know what state it like died in. I think one thing I want to do is this text seems kind of small, so I think what I want to do is that just a smidge bigger and see what that looks like. So it's still pretty small down there. I'm working on everything that I can possibly do that doesn't involve art, because that's basically, I have one more aspect of weapon modding that I have to implement, because right now you can change the parts out on the guns, but they don't actually mean anything yet. So I have to actually like implement those stat changes for when you change out the guns, and then the only thing after that is all art. It's all art, and it's all going into my spreadsheet and making a ton of items and importing them in the game. And then once I'm done with that, all I got to do is build a level, and the game is ready for testing, where you'll have, I'm probably not going to change the hideout's going to have drastic changes in the future, but I'm probably just going to leave it as is, build out the forest, and let people play around with it. I need to convert the vendor down here to be a actual actually, I gotta handle this stuff, because right now he's selling guns that aren't built, but I gotta move him to over here. I don't know if I'm gonna have quests yet in the game. I've been conflicted. I don't like that. I know generally you want all the pixel sizes to be the same size, so I don't like that these mugs are shrunk down and are smaller pixel sizes. But because I think it's hard. It's really, really hard for me to get the scale. Or I think, or the problem is I'm trying to get too detailed with some of my sprites that like it's forcing me to these small ones I can't like make. I need to do some more like studying on pixel art, because I know there's games to where like the character is a 16 by 16 sprite and you see tiny little objects like this, and so there's inconsistencies with my art that I don't like. That's bothering me, and it's strictly because I've got all this stuff that's like this plate's a 16 by 16 sprite that I think I have shrunk down by half. So I need to figure that out, but I don't know if that's going to be that doesn't affect gameplay, so that's definitely not going to be something that's done before the testing. Let's see. I think I like the sizing. I mean, that's gonna be the sizing of like UI is gonna be something I'm asking people about when I get this out for people to test it. But I think these are good. I need to chill out on the oh, come on. Now that I know the sprites are working, I gotta chill out with the thirst. You were like 15. You were 10, I believe. That's what they were set to before. But, oh, holy crap. Has it been 3 hours already? I just realized it's almost 5 o'clock. All right, what can I do in like 10 minutes? Oh, that's fine. But yeah, I gotta get going. It's already 5 o'clock. I didn't realize it. I wonder, did you run? I don't even know if Chris is still in here or not. But did Chris run late today? Because I feel like when a lot of times when he comes in raids, I'm still streaming for like another hour or so before I got to take off. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Well, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I guess is there anything that I'm missing on my my UI that you guys would, I guess, just from general like gaming knowledge and this being a shooter, is there anything else on here that you would want on like the heads up, or even I guess ideas of what some of this stuff could look like? Because right now I have generic red health bar, and I'm definitely open to have like, I'm definitely open to ideas on how some of this stuff should look. But armor durability is covered. That's what these not pretty bars underneath. Yeah, so these bars under here, and there's a bar when you highlight over it, which covers the durability of the armor and the guns. Down at the bottom right, there's a probably not super conspicuous number of the ammo counts. Oh, you're talking on this screen, like where you're at right now? No, I don't have intentions of throwing durability on this screen. I don't even necessarily know if I'm gonna have honestly, I don't even know if necessarily know if I'm gonna have the ammo count on there too. I know, but I think removing the ammo count is pushing the game a little bit to a level of hardcore that I'm not trying to achieve. That is the fun of making a game that's inspired by Tarkov, since Tarkov gets like really in depth. And I don't think I would necessarily want to make my players like memorize how many bullets are in their gun. It doesn't have the concept of time yet, but that is something that I want to put in eventually. Because honestly, I kind of need time to work for yeah, I need time to work for like this guy, because as it stands right now, like his inventory never cycles out, and he's gonna be based off of time. A little thing I'm gonna do is actually animate these little clocks to show what time. Granted, it's a 12-hour clock, so yeah, that's where I'm at on, or is UIs are both so simple and so complicated. Because yeah, it's deciding what I want to show on screen and what I don't want to show on screen. Because I also don't want to clutter the UI, which is why I don't want to put stuff like gun durability and armor durability and all that stuff like on screen, because I feel like that's not even something you necessarily see on screen in a lot of games. I think in a shooter, really the only things that really matter is your health, like your health bar. And even then, a lot of shooters don't even have a health bar. It's more of like the on-screen effects. Like Call of Duty, for example, doesn't really have a visible health bar. I don't think. I haven't played Call of Duty in a long time. But the water and hunger definitely, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm skirting the line of trying to see how much of like hardcore sim game I want it to be, and how like what levels I want to be more hardcore and what levels I want to be more casual. Because like I said before, this game is heavily inspired by Tarkov, and like Tarkov gives you nothing on the UI. But then like another game that's very similar to this is like Zero Seaver, and I'll probably have to take a look at that game and see what kind of stuff they're displaying on the UI. But there'll be indicators though, that like other indicators that will tell you stuff about like your gun durability and your weapon durability, because one thing I haven't implemented yet is jamming. and your gun is going, the less durability your gun has, the more likely it is that it's gonna jam. So like if you notice your gun jamming a lot, that will be a, you know, something to say, hey, the gun's durability is low, I need to repair it. Armor, really the notifier for that is if you're, when you're taking more damage more often than not, that also is kind of like the notifier that your armor is low, because the less durability your armor has, the easier it is for the bullets to penetrate. So like I definitely have cues in game that let you know these things outside of like the visual cues, but we'll see. I gotta go to the drawing board and do a bit of research on how I want to get to this, since now we're kind of gotten to the point where a lot of the mechanics for my game are done. Or I shouldn't say done, but a lot of the mechanics are to the point where they're vertical slice ready and they're playable, that now I'm starting to mess around with more of the design work of the game. But yeah, with that, I think, yeah, it's 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out. As always, Chris, I appreciate the raid. Everybody who's here, if you haven't followed, definitely hit the follow if you want to keep up on what I'm working on. I got Twitter, Facebook that I do a terrible job at updating, and I need to get better at those. So they're all down there. And then there's also a Discord that I'm working on trying to grow, and I believe the Discord link's down there too. It should be. I need to double check down there and make sure everything's all set up again, because I made changes recently. Those of you that are new here, I'm in the middle of transitioning my my schedule, but basically we're going on to an alternating schedule of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll alternate between those days because of stuff I've got going on in my life. But yeah, so thanks for hanging out. It's always a pleasure having people in here. This is definitely a whole lot easier to do when there is a chat. And I will see you guys next week. Is today Wednesday? Today is in fact Wednesday. So yeah, I will see you guys next week on Tuesday for my next stream. Fridays are usually Fridays I may or may not stream. Those are always like a random day if I do it or not. But oh. Yeah, hang on. Let me get Derindicator up on stream, and then I can I'll give him a raid. All right, let's. Oh, you got your. All right, Derindicator's stream is now live. I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to him. If I do this correctly. Nope, that didn't work.
Hello, is my microphone on?
Oh, I've just got you. Don't have you muted. I can't. Why can I never get the raid to work? Did I do it? Nope, that didn't work either. Yeah, why is it not? I don't know if I'm sending people over. I don't get to raid people very often, so it's not, I don't remember how to do this. I thought it was just exclamation point raid, but that doesn't seem to be working. Oh, it's slash raid, duh. There we go. I was doing exclamation point, not slash. All right. Well, I will see you guys next week. Have fun over in Digger Indicators stream. Have a good night.
I don't think. No. The Stream Elements UI does work a bit, but it doesn't seem to work completely. Anyway, thanks for the raid, Lethal. And yeah, for those who already watched once, should know what I'm doing. The others, I will summarize it in a bit. It's a game engine. I'm making my own custom game engine, and yeah. I do it in Java right now, but I plan on refactoring it into C# or C++. Still not set on it, but yeah, making it somewhat work in Java is the goal right now. It's a bit easier to work with, for me at least. Yeah, I already heard that from you. You already said that once before with C++, but yeah. Let's put the chat on this side so I have it closer to my eye. So yeah. Yeah, you have. So where was I? There. Part.
Definitely hit the follow.
this. Area list and private. Let's see. Stuck in a loop. Alright, I don't need the IDX. Contains let's do that. RP EDXX. Then these can be closed. exception.